What is up, United Rogue? Good evening, happy Sunday, and welcome to Philly and Pitt playing each other Week 7. Coming at you hot on the mic, it is me, Zach, Tank from Dallas, and joined with me, I got Log from Dallas. Log, how you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing just great. I'm ready to see some good Overwatch.
Yeah, I feel you there. Kind of stateside rivalry. We got east side of the state with Philly, west side of the state with Pitt. Now, personally, as a Philly boy, I will do all my best to hide my Philly sports bias. But as we come out, looking like Philly running the Ram Brawl and Pitt starting with the Roadhog. Any thoughts
I'm
on?
wondering if he's just gonna swap.
Yeah.
No, these guys are serious.
Yeah, no, but for Nepal, this is typically your Roadhog map is Sanctum, but we're starting with it.
Jokerman's on the early scout. You might catch this rotation.
Yeah, Billy first to the point, hook out, and Vanguard misses. Nemesis form out. Maywell to isolate the Ram. Ram blocking, holding his arms up, trying to save his life.
Jokerman's alone on point.
Yeah, Vanguard down first from the railgun from Foliage. Pitt up, or Philly up for 5v4, pushing on to the point. And Andrew down, but quickly evened out by Philly. And Philly looks like they're taking point first.
Yeah, Jokerman just getting really good on the off angles, just showing up out of invis.
Yeah, show up, surprise the back line, and then start assassinating. Setting up for picks. Pitt rotating high left, rotating up high, dropping down left side towards point. Another hook attempt, another miss from Vanguard. Looking at point. Going all the way through now.
Pushing in, ice wall
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, Chunky Monkey isolated out by the Maywall, and Pitt gets control, almost getting control of the point. But Foliage with the overclock.
Clocks out.
Yep.
Oh, and the hook.
Oh, nice hook from Vanguard. Struck down the overclock. Two-man beat out. Yeah, two-man beat out to counter, or two ults from Billy, and Snoop can down. Yeah.
Looking like Philly might just win this one out.
Yeah, Philly wins this one out, but critically, Pitt took point. So Philly at 34%, Pitt free about 30% for Pitt. Keeping it even with Philly, even though Philly won the extended fight, they lost point control, so they're still climbing up from 40.
Yeah, I feel like the hardest part about Pitt's comp is probably taking point, but holding point I feel like is probably a stronger suit for their comp.
Yeah, once they get into position, Soup Cans May throws nice walls to help isolate targets. Might not get a pick immediately off of it, but shutting off angles for their DPS. Beat out from Tide for catches 4. Chocoman with the EMP. Are they looking set up for anything? 4-man EMP from Chocoman. Can they capitalize? They do. 2 down immediately from Pitt. Philly cleaning up the fight.
Looking pretty good for Philly here.
Yeah. Two ults out of Philly. A nice 4-man EMP from Chocoman to get.
You got Blizzard and Cole on deck, and
yeah, and
Annihilation and Overclocker coming in soon.
Yeah, Chocoman critically picks off the Moira immediately, and Foliage ripping the overclock, trying to get any nice space. Foliage picks one, but Pitt on the point to trigger OT. They are down 3v5. Can they make this happen? No, Vanguard down, and that'll be round 1 going to Philly.
I think Pittsburgh comp might work a lot better on the next map.
Yeah, if we get Sanctum, I could very easily see a world where Vanguard just starts landing hooks.
Yeah, in the May isolation, because the lanes are a bit more split on Sanctum, but it is not Sanctum.
Yeah, we're going to village.
One last diagnostics
I do
check
like
can
this
hurt.
though for the Mei soup can critically isolating targets. Might not be getting kills, but when you cut
I
off
think I
Chunky
can
Monkey
make
on the
this worth my
Moira
time.
or you cut off foliage on the Sojourn and they don't have room to fire in there, just cut off, collapse on a target. Vanguard off of the hog onto the Orisa, but otherwise same comps across the board.
We got the Tracer swap for the Sojourn as well.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that. Map a little more open, probably to try and challenge Shokume. Soup can down immediately to a railgun from foliage. Quick
Recon
picks.
Reborn and Danger Noodle trying to get out.
Yeah, quick picks from Philly. Foliage again with the crit to get Recon down, and Philly quickly taking point.
Sistema comprometido.
Foliage is looking pretty good on that ult charge for overclock, comparably.
Yeah,
Farming a lot up in that first fight.
yeah. Sojourn got a lot of work done in that first fight. How is Pitt going to respond? The only thing that could really get on top or, poke from a distance would be the Mei. Wall up and foliage again. First pick onto the Moira. That's a lot of healing down off of the point.
Chocoman.
Yep.
Ooh,
Yep.
that was close.
Close. Chocoman gets Soup Can. And critically, Philly have not given up points this time. Learning their lesson from round 1. Don't give up the point. And now a fight. Still fight in their favor and still ticking up. Moving in.
We're probably gonna see the Terra Surge and maybe the beat out of Pittsburgh next fight.
Yeah. Vanguard coming up to the... Vanguard critically getting Terra Surge before Tide can build a beat. The Foliage could also just say, turn on the overclock, and he does. Point flips over to Pitt, 69%.
He comes out.
Yep, ults out, but Pitt in control of the point, so if they can stagger out or stall out, Philly isn't getting percentage. In the meantime, Lucio
They're
down.
looking for a pulse.
Yeah, Lucio down, Pulse misses, but critically, 20% going over to Pitt in that fight by just sneaking the point away from Philly. So now what could have been a last fight territory for them, now they've bought themselves at least one, if not two fights. Get back in and see if they can get anything done on Nepal.
We're doing a little bit of scout and setup for that EMP that's probably coming in.
Yeah, if anything, EMP to shut down the coalescence.
It could be
for the
big.
Blizzard. Yep, gold out early from Vanguard,
It is.
and two-man EMP beat out on point to counter coalescence and Blizzard. Did that Blizzard even get anyone? I don't believe so, but we're on point. Vanguard gold on point with a Moira, but Andrew coming in with the Nemesis form, punching him down. Foliage for the cleanup on the rails, and Philly looks like Philly is gonna win Nepal. Spoke speaking a little too soon. Camp back on the Reaper, and no.
There's some really big picks, like
Yeah,
rail after rail.
rail after rail critically. No one from Pitt really able to answer Foliage getting those consistent rail shots, but then Chocoman with our play of the game.
He's just constantly TPing to these off angles and then just re-engaging.
Yep. If I'm
Good
Pit
Bomber
log,
gameplay.
if I'm Pit log, how do I deal with this? I got a Sojourn player hitting shots. I got a Sombra in my backline harassing and constantly poking and prodding. What do you do?
I can only speculate, but in my humble Emerald opinion, as a main support, I would say maybe a Brig or something. I don't know.
Maybe a Brig, I guess. Is
What do you
someone
got from the tank?
from the tank perspective?
I don't know. What do you do?
There's collapse on the Sojourn if you can, but I mean, maybe the one thing that I saw, one thing I was seeing was map 2 Pit switching over onto the Tracer to maybe try and mark the Sombra a little bit more. Maybe that's the answer. Sombra with her new change, the translocate out, that's very telegraphed, and as soon as the translocator is out, you can easily go down and mark the Sombra. But map pick for Pit, we're going to hybrid. Where do you want to go?
Um, what's map 2? That's hybrid, right?
Yep.
Um, maybe we see some dive out of some Blizzard World or some, Nimbani or something. But
Yeah.
maybe we stick to the meta maps and we go for something more brawly.
Something more. I could see it.
I mean, there's always Scrims Row, right?
There's always Scrims Row. Can never go wrong with it as a biased Rhine main. But do you really want to try and challenge Philly to the brawl?
Well, I think both of these teams are probably comfortable with multiple looks, really.
Yeah, I mean, we tried it a little bit on map 1. It didn't really work. Foliage has a game where he gets hot on hit scan and starts clicking rails. You
Yeah,
know,
Philly's looking really strong on that like brawl dive hybrid kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah. I guess if I'm looking to shut it down, oh, and we do have the selection, and we're going to Nimbani.
Yeah, maybe we see some full dive.
Yeah, I could see full dive coming out.
We get
Emphasis
some
on
some Wintons or some Divas. Maybe some Doomfists.
maybe some Doomfists. I mean, we know from previous seasons, Andrew, very, very prominent diva player. What does Vanguard have to answer?
I think I've seen Vanguard cook on the Doomfist. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I might be confused, but I'm here with it though.
Yeah,
I'm ready to see.
yeah.
We have a substitution.
Do we have a
Oh no,
substitution?
never mind.
No, no, we do not. Still looking at the same lineups. But if we do go to dive, choke. If you thought Chocomain was getting a lot of work done already on the Sombra in map 1, I would be terrified to see what they're gonna start doing to the backline of Pit in map 2.
Though I do think Sombra requires just a little bit more setup than like a tracer centric dive.
Traveling to Mumbai.
So if things can get going quick for Pittsburgh, they might be able to
Initiating
catch them off guard during like a Sombra TP or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, poke out the Sombra earlier, get her to use the translocator, and then maybe all in on one of the backline targets. Who knows?
yeah. Can Pit respond in turn, or are we gonna see Philly go up 2-0 in the series? Not that I'm biased and I'd like to see Philly win, but setting that aside.
I mean, I just want to see my man Dat Soup Can run the lobby, honestly.
All right. We're
Oh, that
coming.
Soup Can's going Sombra?
Okay.
And
But
Choco Man's not even on the Sombra anymore.
yeah, Chocoman on the Tracer, Andrew on the Diva, Philly on the
Of course.
defense. We're setting up a bit of a dive look. Foliage back on the Sojourn that he was so expertly using on map 1. More headshots. Vanguard matching the Diva, but Danger Noodle playing the Ashe. Yeah, Ashe into Diva. Divas will start eating the dynamites and stuff like that. What can you get done?
I mean, you can maybe get some picks on a Lucio if they're out of position.
Yeah.
I don't know if Tyde's gonna let that happen, but if he
I don't
does, they might
Vanguard,
find him.
Vanguard quickly up, dynamite out onto Andrew. And Pit taking the high ground, forcing Philly down.
It's just making a push for this high ground. That's
Yeah.
all you can do on Numbani.
Yeah, Diva hacked. Chunky Monkey hit with the dynamite. Quickly swift steps out to cleanse themselves. Without having to use the Suzu. And Vanguard out of mech first. Baby Diva down. You are down your tank. Time to reset.
Bit of a brawl going down by the bus.
Yeah, a little bit of brawl down by the bus. Soup can. Oh, Soup can down. Pit needs to get out before they lose any more members on the
Having a
stack.
really hard time pushing Foliage out of his angle, really.
Yeah, and
They got him to back up, but he just
Recon
pushes
Born.
back in.
Recon Born swapped from the Moira onto the Ana. And this time Pit going underneath towards the Mega side. Choco Main scouting it out. Oh, or they're faking out. But still, constant push and brawl for the high ground. Nice move to get them off the
This
high
might
ground.
catch. Ooh.
Nope. Andrew catches the Ana with the Diva Bomb. And Foliage cleans up soup cans. Another hold for Philly. Another minute off the clock. We are halfway through this round. Can Pit get anything done?
This is looking like some real Numbani gameplay to me.
Stalling
at the edge of that bus.
Yeah, stall the edge of the bus. I like the idea from Pit to try and go around on the side.
They
Vanguard.
really want that attacker high ground, or the defender high
Vanguard
ground.
2
Sorry.
with the Diva Bomb. Where
And
was
that's
the
one way to
Suzu?
clear it out.
Yeah, Chunky Monkey a little late on the Suzu. Chocomain 6 Danger Noodle, sure, but you're down multiple members. And I think Pit have finally opened up A for themselves.
I think I might have heard that Suzu come out prior for another
Yeah,
ability. Maybe getting that Suzu trade and then throwing the
Yeah.
bomb out.
tied beat for two with Chocomain on point, trying to stall out, and Foliage ripping the overclock. What can he get done?
Sune rush just to keep this point alive for
Yeah, a little expensive.
Philly.
Yeah, expensive for Philly, sure. And almost there. Diva hack, Diva out of mech. This should be point A. Going to
Andrew was hoping maybe he could cook up a bomb there. I don't know.
maybe
You're just bleeding the clock out, but it did get expensive, like you said.
yeah, really expensive for Philly. A little sloppy at the end. Like I get
If you're Pittsburgh, you're looking at this EMP and Bob and Nano, and you're thinking, like we've got something to work with here.
probably, you know, this is me speaking from the monkey mains, but if I'm the Ana, I'm giving the Nano over to my tank, let them build ult. Bob out on high
Bob
ground.
gets booped into a less advantageous angle.
Yeah, still manages to get chunky before going down. Diva bomb out. Just remech. Free remech. Soup can down, but Foliage down as well. And this should be more.
Toucan coming back with an EMP though.
Yeah.
Might be able to get.
Andrew.
Is that a spawn camp? Chocoman gets a spawn camp
Yeah.
on Soup. That's 2 deaths
Yeah.
with his ult.
Yeah.
That's like huge.
Missed pulse bomb from Chocomain, but honestly, if you're spawn camping that Sombra, not letting them get out, not letting them set up for EMP, you'll take that.
He gets by, and the Lucio's actually kind of poking this Tracer out, but
Yeah.
Soupcan's made it out.
Alright, Soupcan's finally allowed to play the game again. And we're round into the
Commands.
end of B. 3-man EMP from Soupcan. Quickly collapse onto Foliage, but no other trades. 2-man purple out from Recon Born. But this
Chocoman's
is
just being like a huge thorn in their side. Like he's showing up in the back. He's not leaving.
yeah. Now I know Numbani we don't typically see stalls out on B. It's either you stall on A, hold on A, or you hold on C. But Chocomain stall in point for as long as he could. Hit 3 minutes to attack and finish the map. Andrew,
I mean,
off of the Diva, onto the ramp.
A hold with 3 minutes left is definitely doable on this 3rd point for Philly, but we're looking at like beat Diva Bomb. We still have a Nano.
Yeah, Foliage, critical shot onto Danger Noodle, taking out the Ash. And Philly committing the
They're
Kitsune
kiting
rush.
the Kitsune.
Yeah,
They just choose to ignore it.
yeah. I don't know if maybe you want that back if you're Philly, but you'll...
I think you have to use it just to get him out of there, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's good play on the Pittsburgh side.
Yeah. A little bit of a cheap fight. Andrew coming back, purple. Vanguard.
He's getting a lot of cart push for Pitt.
Yeah. Vanguard goes down, but before going down, with this self-destruct, manages to pistol down your Lucio.
There's another Bob coming. We still have this Nano too.
Yeah. Bob out stalling on cart, trying to push around, forces Philly to back up and respect the corner. And Foliage caught in the pincer between the Bob and the Diva from Pitt.
Everybody just stalling this card out.
Yeah. Philly should be coming back and should be holding this for now.
Who's your Nano target in this comp? You think the tank still?
The tank. Just give it to the tank. We've been holding on to Nano for about 3 fights now.
There it is.
There it is, yeah. Just let Vanguard.
Waiting for the right time.
Huge.
And a pulse on recon.
Yeah, pulse on recon. We're even 3v3 in the fight, but critically, that Nano also forces the beat out of Philly as well. 60 seconds left on the clock. What can we get done? Pitt needs to reset.
A big pick on the Lucio from
Big pick
Danger
on the-
Noodle.
Yeah, pick on the Lucio, but their tank, Baby Diva goes down, so you don't have a tank. And sure, it's a great pick on the
35
Lucio.
second. This is one fight territory.
One fight territory, and sure, you'd like that pick on the Lucio, but the Lucio defense spawns are right there. They're going to come back faster than Pitt can get back to contest cart. Pitt pushing high ground. What can they get done? Vanguard down, but Danger Noodle down. Foliage.
Big EMP.
Yeah. Even
No
out.
follow up.
Yeah. 3v3. Andrew
Comes
grips
Annihilation with
Annihilation.
5 seconds left. I think that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Zoning Annihilation. Nice.
Vanguard
Nice
going for the
vortex.
touch.
Yeah. Flowed by the vortex from Andrew. And
They had a
Chocomain.
pulse for the Baby Diva too.
Yeah. Chocomain, job well done. Just stand and admire the work on the pulse bomb. But what almost looked like a full hold for Pitt on A turned into a push halfway into C. Win condition set for Philly. All they have to do is execute now.
I mean, if you're Pitt, I mean, you're obviously hoping for the .1 hold, but you got the cart to second corner on third. Like, if worst comes to worst, they can stuff that first choke on third, maybe.
Very easily.
It's not undefensible. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Very easy to hold there, but also it's Numbani. Numbani A, notorious for having attacker and defensive spawns about the same distance, where on most other hybrid maps, attackers have a shorter spawn to get to point A.
yeah.
Yeah. Choco, I like this out of Philly. Foliage and Chocomain coming out on the double flyers. Try to force Danger Noodle and Vanguard to start poking out at them.
Soupcan's on the Torb. We've seen what a Torb can do in this season, really.
Darklaw would appreciate it. Let's see if Soupcan can get some hammer kills for some content.
Any Torb enjoyers in the chat?
Yeah. Philly coming up main. Pitt split up amongst the two high grounds. Shooting down. Turret down.
Torb knocked off the high ground.
Yeah. And Vanguard picks up Foliage.
Yeah, attacking on this first point is just brutal.
Yeah. I mean, Vanguard broken out of mech, but
It's down to one left on high ground though.
yeah.
The last drops, Audi comes up.
Yep. Vanguard back in the mech.
Hyde and Chunky are kind of pushing in. Yeah, they take out the Ash on
Second
high.
late, yeah, second late to save Andrew. Andrew goes down. Foliage trades for Reconborn though, but Pit holding strong on first. We just have an Echo poking out. Needs to fall back or stagger themselves. Oh no! Foliage, as Pit were trying to go punish Foliage, Foliage turned around and says, "No, thank you. I will take your Lucio instead."
And Danger Noodle's alone. He's getting double dived.
Yeah, alone double dive. Sure, you traded Foliage, but at what cost?
I think you're thinking maybe like Numbani first. You kind of have to stack the high ground, and it's like after the drop, Toucan, Lord Stan, they're playing low. I mean, you kind of have to prevent the touch, but
yeah,
you're
Vanguard Diva Bomb in the choke doesn't get anyone, but gets a free
like a weak
remake.
link in the chain up there alone, like the Chocoman's on the Pharah.
Yeah. Turret putting in the work, and Chocoman comes out. Danger Noodle with 2, and critically, Andrew breaks Vanguard out of the mech. Chocoman off of the far end onto the Diva, but Pit still holding. How do you attack this if you're Philly?
Down to a minute 30 left. Honestly, what they've been doing is good. I just feel like it's been a little bit out of sync.
Yeah.
Like the different elements of their dive.
Yep.
It looks like they're moving a lot more together now,
Yeah.
though.
4-man beat, but Chunky Monkey down before Lucio hits the floor, does not get the overshield in time. And now we're kind of staggered out again.
Uncontested on that high ground over there, getting some shots in.
Yeah, Foliage with the dupe bomb doesn't find anyone or timing out a dupe. And Philly stalling out again.
I like this a lot more. You've got the Ana and the Ash on this high ground over here. It's a little bit more difficult to take out like they've been doing.
Yeah. It seems like Philly can't find an answer for the dive. Foliage off the
push, right?
Yep, last push if you're Philly. You need the Lucio or Diva or even Tracer to come in and touch. Philly pushing low, trying to get a plan together. Tracer on the high ground, getting some scouting done. Philly onto the point. Vanguard drops in behind.
It's on high.
Yeah. But all of a sudden, I got 3 on high. Pitch got 3 on high ground, shooting down, and Bob out to stall point. Molten Core on the point, but doesn't seem to do
everything
anything.
for the overtime.
Yeah. Andrew down to the Bob. Chocoman finds the stick on the Lucio, but is that enough? No, it is not. And Pit, full hold.
He's trying to sneak up this. Trying to stall. Tide's back.
Tide's back. Goes down. We just have the
Choco's
Tracer.
still there.
Yeah, Tracer to touch. Choco down.
Choco's down.
Yeah, might have spoken a little too soon, but Pit full holds Philly. We are even in the series.
Really good hold out of Pit. Really good turnaround from the first half, almost getting stuck in first.
Yeah. I mean,
and really halfway through their hold, even they started stacking that high ground and kind of grouping a little bit more. Only dropping if they need to, and it's working a lot better than the first half of their first point. I mean, obviously they still held, but it was looking rough there in the beginning of first.
Yeah. And I also want to call out the Torbjorn pick. Torbjorn pick, we saw Pitt's defense. We're looking at multiple vantage points, multiple shooting angles on the high ground. And Philly just no answers. No way to really contest the crossfire. You try one high ground, try to stuff a choke, and all of a sudden Pitt, another angle, another poke in. Torb turret, Ash, your Ana.
I think you learned something from that first push, and that's that Chocoman will not go away. And you pick that Torb, and you have a 6-man watching your back.
Yeah,
It's a lot harder for the Tracer to get in there.
Yeah. Map 3, we're going to Suravasa. Now, how do you attack? How do you attack this if you're Philly? So you just lost Nimbani. You're coming in. What's the game plan? What's the strategy?
Ooh. Well, I think the rush comps are a lot more viable for Flashpoint, or like the rush dive hybrids that Philly's so good at.
Yeah.
This honestly could go in Philly's favor, but don't count out Pitt because they've got Vanguard, Giga Tank, Extraordinaire, Dad Soup Can, really everybody on the team putting in all that effort last map. I don't think they're gonna let that go wasted.
Yeah.
You gotta ride that wave.
I guess at this point, can Philly find the answer to the to the Torb and to the Ash shooting you from multiple angles? Because once that turret got set up, all of a sudden, Choco Main doesn't have free reign on the flanks anymore. Got a turret marking them for free.
I mean, yeah, those turrets are huge just to keep those flankers off of you. It's another condition of like I got to take care of this before I go in, and then I got to take care of this ability before I go in. Like you're breaking turret, baiting Suzu, all this stuff just to get in there as a dive DPS.
I mean,
And, like you can hear somebody shooting your turret too, so like that's another step of like advanced warning.
Exactly. I mean, if I'm Pitt, I would keep running the Torb until they can find an answer, or give JD a run for his money on the best Torb in the league, but no bias there.
I mean, in my humble emerald opinion, I want to see more hammer kills. I'm a man of the people.
I would not agree with you more. Give us the content. Come on.
We do love content here.
We do love the content.
Coming in on Suravasa.
Yeah, kind of the preferred Flashpoint map of choice.
I think that's funny. I actually preferred New Donk City. Call me crazy, call me weird. I like it.
There are no secrets.
Oh, it is what it is. Philly, looking with the dive rush hybrid, Chocomain back on the Sombra, Foliage this time picking up and piloting the Tracer, and on the side of Pit, Vanguard still piloting the Diva, Soup Can off the Torbjorn, boo, onto the Reaper, and Danger Noodle onto the Sojourn. Initial thoughts, Log?
I mean, besides the fact that we won't see any hammer kills unless he swaps, Sojourn Reaper, I mean, you got the Lucio Reaper combo. You can really get in there and do some damage if they don't check you.
Yeah.
And it's pretty scary to see a speed amped Reaper coming at you.
Yeah, Pit on the point first before it unlocks, but Philly poking in. Nemesis form out from Andrew. What can he get done? Looking at Foliage. Foliage pokes down. Chocomain follows in response. DPS down from Pit, and Philly looks like they're gonna take first cap, on this point. Danger Duel.
Sounds like I'm the biggest Chocoman fan, but I just really like seeing good Sombras play.
Good Sombra gameplay is great, unless you're the tank on the enemy team, and you have to deal with it. Look, Foliage with the late stagger onto the Pit Lucio, and Philly now that they cap the point, holding up close in the choke, forcing Pit to break them through. Danger Noodle on the scout.
Danger Noodle just creeping up on Chunky Monkey.
Yeah.
Foliage trying to put him in check.
Yep.
Danger's going for Chunky again.
Yeah. Soup can hacked, wears off, fade out, and we're just Philly backing up towards point. One fight territory coming up real soon. Danger Noodle down to Choco Main.
Making a push for point here. Throwing out the Diva Bomb.
Yep. Diva Bomb doesn't find anyone, and
Just a quick fade from Chunky, and he doesn't
Yeah.
get got by it.
yeah, quick hack and follow up with the virus onto Lord Stan, and Philly get round 1 on Suravasa.
A pretty strong point 1.
Yeah, pretty strong, pretty dominant from Philly. Critically, Choco Main finding Danger Noodle very early as we staggered in late to that fight, and that shut down any chance for Pitt to push in and take percentage.
I mean, I see Choco just patiently waiting for everybody to pass through Choke, and he's probably going to go for that Moira again.
Yeah.
Try and get an early support kill.
Try and get an early
He goes
support
for the
kill.
Lucio.
Lucio acts. Pulse Bomb out, does not find anyone. Vanguard off of the Diva onto the Junker Queen.
Both
And
beats
you're-
traded.
Yeah, beats traded. Chunky Monkey commits the Coalescence. Andrew commits the Annihilation. Finds
I think
2.
that's a full-length Annihilation.
Yeah.
That went on for a while.
Yeah, pretty expensive for Philly. You know, we traded 4 ults in total for that. We're just holding on to the Choco Main EMP. But Foliage, 50% of the way to another Pulse Bomb. Late pick from the Lucio onto the Moira. And Pitt, how do you come in and attack this? I mean, you have the Moira Coalescence. Can you get something done, or are you afraid Choco Main's in your backline?
I think if
Choco
they can
Main's
get if they can get a pick
Choco
on
Main's
one of
hunting.
these DPSs, because I feel
5
like
man
these
EMP from
DPSs
Choco
are
Main,
pushing.
and Philly collapse. Nice EMP nice EMP from Choco Main. Cheap fight win for Philly. Sure, they took an expensive fight before, but 1 EMP. And Coalescence also committed in that loss. Danger Duo with a Pulse Bomb. Can he get anything done with it? Or are Pitt gonna have to give up map 2? Soup can.
Choco Main's just so hard to force out, like, and they need to. I feel like to even get to point.
Yeah. Pitt on the back cap.
The Lucio touch.
Yeah. Yeah. Hide down.
Keeping the
hide
point
down
alive.
there. Yeah. One man rampage, but Andrew has Annihilation that he can
Ult's
pop and
coming
cycle
out.
through. Yeah. And you just have an ulting Ramatra on point. You can try and touch. They do eventually break him out of the Annihilation. Force
He's
his time
staying.
out.
His
Yeah.
2 supports and his team's back sooner.
Yeah. But Andrew down. Choco Main back on the point, along with Tide.
We're looking at an advantage for Pitt now.
Yeah. Tide goes down to the skill orb and Pitt pick up the point.
Point will flip and Pitt is pushing this advantage.
Yes. Push the advantage. They don't have a Lucio, they don't have speed. How much more? Can they get any more picks? Any more ult charge? Or nope. They're out.
You think about that back cap with Choco Man though, they have to stay at least in sight line of point.
Yeah. Choco Main finds the Lucio, hack virus onto him. Lucio still survives though. But we're back in. Foliage picks off that soup can.
Both
Moira's,
colds coming out.
yeah. Both
Ooh,
Moira's
Choco Man
animated.
goes down.
Yeah, Choco Main down, but Philly making them rotate back to point. Foliage still constant sword in their backline. Pulse Bomb stuck onto Vanguard. Vanguard survives though. And Philly coming up in the clutch. And they get point. And they do get point. Anyone from Pitt able to touch and
Oops,
trigger
sorry.
OT? No.
Oh,
Alright, this is going around.
another
Lucio in.
touch.
Yeah.
Nobody else is coming back though.
Yeah, you gotta give it up if you're Pitt at this point and just go for the next flashpoint. But Philly, critically on Matt point for to go up 2-1 in this series. beats up for both Lucios. Danger Noodle has a pulse bomb, but both Sombras coming up on EMPs. These Lucios, they gotta be tracking these EMPs from these Sombras. Pulse bomb out, misses, doesn't find anyone. And Danger Noodle hacks down to Choco Main. Hit.
Yeah, we've got 2 beats and 2 EMPs.
Yeah.
This could get interesting real quick.
Time to start playing the Lucio mind games. Commanding shout out from Vanguard. But Philly picks up the
kind of
point.
low.
Yeah, a little.
Oh, they're gonna translocate out. They're fine.
Yeah. They're out.
Comes out.
Yeah, Rampage out from the Queen. Just catches the tank, but that forces Tide's speed out. And now Soup Can, when he comes back, he's got a free EMP. Foliage down. Sorry. Picks Danger Noodle. Andrew pops Annihilation into the tiny room with a.
That's what you like to see when you're playing Ram. is
Yeah.
People in a enclosed space.
Yeah, and Philly pressing their advantage. Can they get any more picks? You know, 65% and counting. 1 fight territory for Flashpoint. If you're coming in, you know, what is Soup Can doing? Is Soup Can gonna set up EMP? Can they get something big? Danger Noodle around. 10 seconds left. You got a touch.
Holding onto this EMP. He's about to throw it out. There it is.
Beat does come out to help save the members of the team before EMP lands, but Pitt capitalize off 2 ults and get the point in OT.
I mean, Recon's got Cole, and then you've got Tracers basically both having Pulse.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, Pitt's in an ult advantage, really.
Yeah, Pitt's in an ult advantage, but critically, Vanguard 83% to Rampage, and Tide 50% off of a beat. If Vanguard can get a rampage, can land a huge rampage, they can win a fight for free. Philly in the small room, setting up, poking, posturing. Soup Can ramp.
Pulse goes onto the Ram. He just blocks.
Yep. Cole Leffen's out and hacked out of it from Chocoman. Nice hack from Chocoman. Did that rampage hit anyone?
I don't know, but Philly's been forced to reapproach this.
Yeah, I don't think that rampage hit anyone. So zoning rampage, but Pitt still holding on to the point. Philly gotta get it in touch soon.
We're running into last fight on this point.
Yep. Someone's got to touch. Someone's got to touch.
Beat engage.
Beat engage. They just get on in time to trigger OT, but that was risky. Andrew picks the Moira first. You're just on Lucio heals now. Commanding shout out from the Queen. Queen very low. Please care for your Queen. Or let them go. Or they fall down. Chunky Monkey coalescence out. Try to finish the fight.
That's a pretty decisive Flashpoint win here.
Yeah. Philly up 2-1 in the series. But Pitt showing some signs of life on Flashpoint. Especially that last one. Came down 99-99. Andrew play of the game.
Maybe they go some dive heavy escort like Dorado or Route 66.
Yeah.
More of the same from that Numbani, where maybe they kind of bunker up on some high ground.
Yeah, I feel like you go Route 66, let Soup Can pick up the Torb again. Soup Can pick up the Torb, Danger Noodle pick up the Ash, and do the same thing you did on Numbani. Set up that crossfire angle and force Philly to look multiple directions.
Yeah, I could see a Dorado or a Route 66, you know.
Yeah.
We'll see though.
Exactly. We're waiting.
I mean, I'm hoping it goes to map 5 for the content, really.
Oh yeah. Circuit Royale.
Circuit.
That's an interesting one.
Guess we're going with a third option that I wasn't thinking about, which is poke. I kind of
going-
ignore poke, but you know.
Yeah, we're going poke heavy. it works in the favor of Pitt a little bit. You know, Danger Noodle was getting stuff done with the Torb. However, you have Foliage on the other side, and we saw Foliage on map 1 play the Sojourn and absolutely click heads with those railguns.
Who do we have for hitscan on Pit? Is it Danger Noodle or Soup Can? I think
It would be
is it Danger Noodle?
Danger Noodle's been the one playing the hit scans primarily. I mean, I'm seeing Circuit Royale as the tank player. This is double snipers. This is Sigma double sniper double flex territory.
We
What
could
do
see
we
some
know?
Sigma. We might see some Winton as well. Like that's always one of those kind of curveballs people throw into
Yeah,
circuit occasionally, depending on the comps.
depending on the comp. You know, I don't know some of these players as well. I don't think I've seen Andrew really ever pick up a Winton. Oh, never mind.
We're gonna go Havana.
We're going Havana instead. Log,
No,
do you know what I'm
I.
smelling?
Are you smelling a smelly smell that smells like a cardiac overdrive or something like that?
No, I'm, I'm maybe not a cardiac overdrive, but I'm smelling a close hold.
Smelling a
Havana,
close hold.
yeah, Havana known for some close hold strategies. With the map change up from Pitt, Philly electing to attack first.
I mean, if I had the choice, I'd always choose defend first, but I guess I'm weak. I like shorter matches.
Uh,
Ideally, unless you get rolled,
ideally,
and it's
yeah,
longer. But I mean,
yeah,
Havana's pretty classic for the first point hold or the last point hold, kind of like Nimbani.
yeah, like Nimbani, and I guess if I'm Pitt, there are multiple high ground angles that you can, set up crossfires again, like you did on Nimbani in order to get that full hold on A.
We could see a
But
reemergence of the Torb too. There's plenty of places to throw a Torb turret and have it get some free value.
give us more Torbjorn content. Come
Can we get
on,
a Torb mirror? Can
come
we
on,
get W's
Superman.
in the chat for a Torb mirror?
Give us the content you know you want to. uh,
If there's one thing that you are Overwatch likes, it's a Torb mirror.
of course.
The UR hive mind.
Oh, just kidding. We're not going in yet. All right, now we're in.
Got maybe a Hanzo pick. Some spam with some Sigma.
Bam, yeah. Uh,
You never know though with the early picks.
can never trust what's in the attacker spawn.
Never trust it. If you see a Life Weaver, they're capping.
They're
They're just
capping,
capping.
or they're letting their widow have a free angle for some high ground,
True, that's true.
or it's a troll. But what are we
Ooh,
looking at? I did see a Sigma hover from Vanguard,
I mean,
and
I expect, oh,
yeah,
there's the Torb from Soup Can.
or from Suit Can
We got content on this way.
con content incoming. Yeah, Choco Main starting on the Widow and Chunky Monkey starting on the Weaver.
We might see that Weaver Widow strat you're talking about.
Yeah,
Some
probably
free
just
ult percentage.
from free high ground, seeing if we can. Oh, we have some tech
Quick
issues.
pause, yeah.
Oh,
I mean, hopefully it's a quick pause.
hopefully, but tech issues are not fun. Oh, hold up. Uh-oh. Oh, never mind, we're back.
There we go.
We're back.
A little bit of shenanigans going on, but
5,
okay.
Gonna pause again.
We'll get
I
there.
wouldn't-
We'll get there.
We'll get there eventually. I wouldn't be surprised if we ah Pitt calling for the restart.
Yeah, they're still in the defender spawn. I would
Yeah.
too. 4 seconds left.
Yeah.
A quick restart.
Yeah.
I think they want the daytime. Screw the
Yeah.
nighttime. You can't see anything.
Yeah,
initiate
no.
launch.
Night map. Night
We
map.
need to be able to see these widows.
Got a little bit of banter in the chat. We're blaming Soup Can for Soup Can for
Soup
the
can
disconnect.
did nothing wrong. Free soup can.
Free Soup. Only if he plays Torp. I
Only
will
if you play
accept-
sword though, yeah.
Only if he plays Torp.
Ready for battle.
Yeah. Chocoman started on the attacker spawn on the Widow, foliage hovering over the Cassidy right now. And Philly kind of electing to do more of a brawl strat.
The Lucio Bap with Sigma.
Yeah, I like the Lucio Bap with the Sigma.
Some quick rotates for the Cassidy.
Yep. Up Chunky back out on the Weaver.
I think we're
Foliage.
electing for a close hold here.
Yeah, this looks like a close hold. However, the one hero that makes me a little nervous for this close hold strat is Vanguard on the Sigma. Sigma, as a tank enjoyer, if you get Sigma, great with poke, but if you get on top of him and overwhelm him, Sigma falls easily. Maywall out isolates the Sigma.
Vortex too.
Yep. Hands out.
Forcing Sigma to use all of his abilities.
Yeah, forces the lamp out of Recon as well. Chocoman, can he find
That
anything?
Torp
on
turret's
the
getting
Widow?
free value on top of that gas
Yeah.
station.
Danger Noodle.
I'm just now fucking it out.
Yeah. Yeah, Danger Noodle picks foliage. And I will okay, I'll eat my words. I'll eat my words. The Sigma is working out.
Oh, Vanguard's just him. Okay.
Yeah. I you know, maybe I'm a little biased and I want Funny Hammerman, but
Funny Hammerman is Funny Hammerman for sure.
Funny yeah. A little biased, but that's fine. Alright. Turret goes down. Maywall out, doesn't really isolate anyone. Foliage use the ice block and Danger Noodle down. Pit have to retreat. Either stagger or retreat.
Widow's going uncontested on that side door.
Yeah. Just stand and spawn, shoot. The
Die
second,
fast, get another fight, right?
yeah. I mean, critically, they did draw a minute and 15 off of the clock for Philly, and they have 2 more fights on A for that close hold. But
That minute could add up to, you know, all the difference in the world, depending.
yeah,
The setup high.
yep,
Electing to put 1 on cart.
yeah. Just let your Lucio chill on cart. Go AFK. It's like Overwatch back in 2016 again. Real ones remember. But Andrew gets the breakables. Danger Noodle picks Chocomain though. Widow down on Philly. Danger Noodle, a second pick, this time onto Tide.
Vanguard's isolated by the
Yeah,
wall.
Vanguard's isolated, but you have a Widow.
Fine, he's
you have
got
a
all the
Widow
abilities.
Yeah, you have a Widow 1v1 now. You know, Danger Noodle said, "Okay, Chocomain, I see your Widow, and I raise you a Widow. Welcome to Havana."
I'm liking Pittsburgh coming out the gate, kind of swinging.
Yeah. Yeah, Vanguard flux ready. Chocomain pops the sights. He can see everyone for the next 15 seconds and counting now.
Vanguard's just trying to choke off that main angle.
Yeah. Yeah. Vanguard,
Flux
2-man flux forces.
gets the ice block out.
Yeah.
Blizzard
Yeah.
comes out.
Blizzard comes out to help zone. Molten Core out to help zone away from the Blizzard. And we're just breaking all the deployables. Danger Noodle picks foliage.
Ooh, the Widow goes down.
Yeah, Chocomain responds, but Pit still with these first picks.
This defense is looking really strong from Pitt.
Yeah.
It's the Torb, man.
It's the Torb.
All they need to lock it in and confirm it in my heart that they're gonna win this series is just one hammer kill.
One,
One hammer kill,
one Suke, make it
and they won
happen.
in my heart.
Yeah. The Agent Noodle pops sights and Choco Main down instantly. Off of the Widow, onto the Sojourn and Foliage, off the Mei, onto the Hanzo. Trying to see if we can find a pick.
Comes the Annihilation.
Yeah. Beat out for the Annihilation, but Philly, sorry, with the second later beat, and the only thing that goes down is the Torp turret. Who needs deployables anyway? Danger Noodle quickly picks Foliage.
Getting CC'd on there.
Yeah. Please heal your Widow. Please heal your Widow. Danger Noodle, another pick onto Tide, and Danger Noodle coming alive this map. Shutting Philly down.
I
Rolling
think
it
they're
out.
putting a lot of pressure on their backline.
Yeah. Brawl out on the cart. Andrew picks the Lucio immediately, but goes down in response. Philly
They're
can't
just
leave.
pelting away on this backline.
Yeah, Philly can't leave the cart, but Danger Noodle off the high ground. Vanguard picks Choco Main. What can they do? Just
Matrix comes out.
Yeah, and Philly held on point A. A lot of it thanks to the heroics of Danger Noodle from Pit.
0-0. Switching sides.
Yeah, I mean, you come out with a game plan like that and having it pull through that well. I think this attack, I mean, you have all the momentum going for you if you're Pittsburgh in this situation.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm Philly, I see this cart progress and I say, okay, it's time to elect for the full hold again. And, you know, at this point, hope
I think you have to, yeah, close hold.
Close hold. Hope Choco Main can, you know, pick and punish. You know, punish again on the Widow and keep even with the Widow 1v1. But Choco Main opting for the Cassidy, Foliage back onto the Mei. Nice brawl set up for a close hold. And
I don't hate the Cassidy, but I do feel like Sigma's going to be able to at least block him off a little bit, you know?
A little bit. I mean, if I'm Philly, their comp reads, it's time to all in on the close hold and try, you know, stagger as much time off the clock as possible. And Philly sneaking up to it. Yeah. Hit immediately read this, rotate.
Danger Noodle.
Door.
Ooh. Doesn't get the pick.
Doesn't get the pick, but Danger Noodle. Foliage quickly picks the Lucio on Pit and walls off the spawn doors. Can they get back in? They do. One small section of spawn to get back into. And Philly holding out the card.
Slowly approaching this angle. Choco Man's trying to keep him in check.
Yeah. Big wall, Choco
Big
Main.
pick from Choco.
Yeah. Big from Choco. One shot threat off the side. Hey.
They swap off the Widow to the Mei to mirror the Mei.
I mean, it makes sense. You don't have the long sight lines to contest, and you don't have.
Yeah, and you throw that wall down, and maybe you isolate, like the tank right there.
Yeah, isolate the tank. Lamp comes out to help save Andrew. What can they get done? And Danger Noodle picks Chunky Monkey. That's your primary source of healing. Down. Foliage.
Really,
follow.
You gotta die fast or get out.
There's Tide's trying to stall on cart, but Andrew goes down. There goes Tide. About same amount of time off the clock, you know, from Pit that Philly got as well. So yeah, about a minute 30, minute 15, minute 30. Yeah, two more fights. Danger Noodle back onto the Widow. Now that the sightlines have opened up. Yeah, now that the sightlines have opened up, you have the threat of a Widow, you have the threat of the long sightlines. And Andrew on the Ram, that shield is not as flexible as the Sigma, so can't isolate sightlines off freely.
And taking care
Yep.
of the turret and
Yep.
freeing up that high ground.
Yep.
Oh, ults.
Ult
Ults
trace.
galore.
Yeah, ults galore, but Andrew and Philly cleaning up with the beat and the annihilation. But that's
I mean, that's 5 ults out, right?
Yeah.
Both teams.
that's
You've got a beat cooking up. You've got a high
Yeah.
noon on
yeah,
the other side.
yeah. Little expensive, but you know, we'll take it.
Amp matrix. Philly has an amp matrix. I didn't even notice that.
Philly has an amp matrix, but Pitt can respond in turn with the sound barrier that Lord Sand is coming up to. And Vanguard off of the Sigma, now deciding to mirror the Ramatra, better into the brawl, and I like this a little bit more from Pitt now. Now they're not waiting for the Sigma to get overwhelmed. Chokomate down in the choke to Soup Can. Can they get any more? Vanguard holding his arms up, blocking. Not a care in the
Chokomane
world.
can make it back with the high noon for that like last push. Might be
Yeah.
able to zone out for some
Yeah.
overtime shenanigans.
Window out. Four-man beat for Pitt. Danger Mule takes off
Philly's
time.
going down.
Yeah, Vanguard gets 2. And 30 seconds left on the clock. Philly, 1 fight territory. And Danger Mule can
Will they
see
make it
everyone
back?
get now. They got a touch.
I don't think they're making it back.
Lucio has to commit, but you know.
They're not making. They're not gonna make
Nope.
it.
Nope, they don't. Nice zoning ult from Pitt to force them out. And Log, we're going to map 5.
That's content, baby.
Yeah.
Play
This is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see a map 5 out of these two teams.
yeah.
I really like everybody on both of the teams. I know a few of them on both teams. All great guys.
Yeah.
All great
That-
players.
Yeah. That map for Pitt, run by Danger Noodle. The Widow pick constantly finding 1 or 2 to respond to Philly, and Philly just wouldn't answer. You know?
Philly's got map pick.
Philly does have map pick. We're going to map 5. We're going to push.
You're picking a push map and you're Philly, right?
Yeah.
What are you picking?
I
You go for the New Queen Street, maybe for that kind of rush, or get that Sojourn action. Get Foliage back in there with
Oh,
the rails.
I see Foliage in the chat. Foliage wants Esperanza.
Esperanza, the most balanced push map, honestly.
The most balanced push map, and I do have to agree with Philly for that choice there. Let's go back to basics. If I'm Philly, I let Foliage and Choco main, Esperanza, a lot of flank groups, a lot of things, a lot of open space for Choco main to start controlling flanks. Foliage, go back to that Sojourn. That was winning you fights consistently in map 1, where they looked very dominant. You know? Andrew can play the D.Va, for high ground control, can play the Ramatra for brawl, however you want to play it, and Tide and Chunky right back in there. Right back in there for the Lucio Moira rushdown style.
Honestly, I feel like Esperanza is a bit more. There's a bit more freedom in your tank pick than, say, like Coliseo or New Queen Street.
Yeah,
I feel like it's
I
a
know
bit more
when
balanced for. There's a few different ways to approach it.
yeah, I mean when we on our 2 map 5s this season, we went Coliseo for the hit scan battle, and then we went Esperanza against Nock for
The ball
ball dive.
shenanigans.
Yeah, for ball dive. um, and sure, Esperanza. I think we could all agree is the most balanced, fair push map that we have in our selection of 3.
W to whoever made that map. Honestly, they're the goat.
After going to Portugal for work reasons, I can confirm it does. It is very accurate to how things look out there. Beautiful map. That being said, if I'm Pitt, we're taking a break. We get back. Map 5 is Esperanza. What do you do?
I mean, there's a few different options for where you want to like build your comp around. Like tank wise, you You could go for the Orisa comp and just kind of bunker up the middle and just keep fighting that middle until you get a good enough stagger to get the checkpoint. Or you could try and go with all in on the Doomfist, or I mean,
Yeah.
you could go Diva and just check those high grounds consistently. Like it really depends, like because you have you kind of like the Sojourn Kiri approach where kind of just come in there with your ults and absolutely clear a corner and get some cart push.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if I'm Pit, am I looking at Danger Noodle and asking them, is your hand? Are you playing with a hot hand right now? Can you take a hit scan? Can you take a Sojourn duel with Foliage or with Chocomane?
I mean, I take Danger Noodle after Havana. I think the hands are hot.
Yeah,
And Vanguard's cooking up whatever he needs to win. Honestly, the man is flexible. The man is consistent.
yeah. Soup can chat. How about the Miami Dolphins?
Sports
I don't know.
ball.
Yeah, it's sports ball. What is sports? I play Overwatch.
Is that the one where they get field goals, or is that the one where they get field goals? I get the two confused.
Yeah, I think there's a pole in the middle, and they
Oh, it's
kick
that
a
one. I thought it was the
and
one
they
with the
kick
basket, right?
yeah. I think they kick the odd shaped ball, and
I think there's
various
definitely a
other
ball
things.
involved.
Yeah.
They might even throw it a few times.
Hmm. But then why do they call it football?
I don't
They use their
know,
they use
actually.
their hands. Why is it called football? Uh, Various questions and more as we wait for
Yeah,
teams
where
to
are the
ready up.
rugs in rugby?
True. All right, we are going into map. Map 5. Both teams really do want to win the series. Philly currently number 1 in their conference. A win here would easily lock them into number 1. Pitt, if they win, then we got some more content coming because that opens up a whole can of worms for playoff playoff standings in Ruby.
I'm really interested in seeing the comps that come out here.
Yeah,
I'll find my own path.
Winton.
Winton Overwatch.
Winton Overwatch
Keep
time.
me safe.
Winton Overwatch time. Pitt
That's
opting for
full dive.
for the full dive look, and Philly opting for what kind of
The tried and true, really.
Yeah,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're seeing some default Philly comp. Always like to see Andrew
Yeah.
on the Ram cooking up some annihilations.
Hands dirty.
Andrew Ram has been very solid, very consistent for them this entire series. However, the Tracer Sombra duel. Who you favorite?
I mean, Chocoman has just been cooking on Sombra all season, as I've heard, but we could see some
Yeah,
pop-off potential here.
yeah. Vanguard hacked, virus, caught in the
Danger
rapid
Noodle getting
vortex.
caught out.
Yeah. Danger Noodle first to fall. Shoot
Chocoman's
cam
on the
right
honor.
up. Yeah.
Vanguard's just doing his best to get his Kiri out.
Yeah. But
Kiri
Foliage,
goes down.
yeah, late stagger pick onto the Kiri, and Philly starting with the initial push on this map.
Yeah, it's kind of like the first check for Esperanza, really making it past that little archway.
Yeah, and I like what I'm seeing from Pitt. They realize Danger Noodle realizes Tracer v Tracer is not going to work out, so elects to go back to the Ash. They were popping off on the single shot hit scan when it came to Havana. and now we're returning to it.
Toucan's looking for a pick here on the back.
Yeah,
He's gonna get poked out though.
yeah. Quick pulse bomb from Foliage hits the floor. Danger Noodle. Quick use of the coach gun to get out of there and get out of danger range from the pulse bomb. Foliage gets the
down.
Toucan. Yeah, but Danger Noodle quickly trades for Tide.
Choco's down.
Yeah, Choco's down. Andrew trades it back for Recon, but
Man, it's
There's-
swing for swing
yeah.
here.
yeah, there's a Suzu out, but there is a monkey on point with a Kiriko that's just zapping away.
It's good for Pitt. Now we see the next fight on the next arch.
Yeah, next fight,
Very
next arch.
symmetric map, really.
Yeah, another high ground to sit and poke down from. But Philly did get forward spawns into this, so they are back and stuffing the choke quickly. Choco main 10 off of an EMP. Andrew holding on to his annihilation. What gets done? Choco main down. Dude, Choco main down to the Ash Dynamite
And
right
just
before he
finding
pops.
these flankers while they're setting up. Really
Yeah.
huge for the pre-fight.
Yeah. Nano out onto the monkey. Already has primal, but it's nice to always have some extra damage resistance so you can hold on to primal just a little bit longer. And Pit cleaning up in turn.
They could get this forward spawn and tie it up real quick before the next fight.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think we have touchers.
we have touch. We do have touch. We might have some touchers, but Foliage
And
rotating up to high ground forces the Suzu out.
EMP's out from Soupcan.
Yeah, did it hit anyone? I don't think it hit anyone.
It just barely didn't.
Oh. Soup can misses the EMP. Foliage picks the Kiriko before they can pop Kitsune Rush. And Andrew, annihilation in the tiny
in the middle
room.
for this fight.
Yeah. Pit did not get forward spawns correctly, so Philly still holds the lead. And sure, that might be an angry monkey in the tiny room, but I know one thing to deal with an angry monkey, and that is annihilating Ramatra.
Something from Philly there was like they kept the bot moving during the fight, and they got a head start on this push, so they're actually going to get quite a bit of push.
Exactly. And Soup can't down again.
Bob comes
Beat
out,
it.
the beat comes out.
Yeah. Pit, can they stagger? Can they stall? But
Oh, the double
Ooh.
kill with the pulse!
double kill from the.
That's huge!
Yeah, I think the Suzu was out early, so no Suzu to help save them. Oh no! Huge from Foliage. And Chocomain, critically, still holding on to this EMP. Soup can has not had a chance to
massive,
get
that
in.
pulse.
Yeah. Big play from Foliage.
Just trying to get maybe a
fight the backline.
sneaky stall.
Yeah,
Maybe just a pick on a backline.
yeah. I mean,
They
if you're-
all instantly turn.
Yeah. Like,
Foliage
you're
is on the scene, forcing translocate.
Two-man EMP from Philly. Soup can
They're
down
both
immediately,
hurt.
but they trade for Chocomain. We're looking.
This could stall
Philly.
out here, and
Yeah.
it wouldn't be the worst for Philly, but if they keep pushing, that might just be map.
That might. Yeah, we're.
It's pretty. There's 4 minutes 42 on the clock. Like,
Yeah. 4 minutes
they're looking
left.
really good.
Yeah, about 50 meters left to go. Soup can says no more Sombra. Time to get on to the May. Anything to shut down these flankers in his backline.
So I want to see some Torb content, but you know,
Yeah.
we've been pushing that one for
Yeah.
a while now.
Yeah, Warrior Fade out from Chunky. Vanguard in. Oh, Nano and Primal right at the same time. Maybe if you want the Nano to come just a little sooner, just so that you don't have to use Nano and Primal at the same time. But Pit finally stabilized. 121 meters for Philly. About 80-meter difference that you need to make up for Pit.
I think they just really needed something to happen like right now, and you know, Nano Primal really, I mean, it accomplished the task.
It accomplished the task, but
It's a little expensive, but
yeah, like if I'm sitting there as the main tank, I'm popping Primal because I need
they gotta
to
keep
get
they gotta keep this
yeah.
bot moving. But Andrew's
Yeah.
already there.
Andrew's there. Stops the bot from
The wall
staggering.
comes out to split Andrew, though.
Another pulse bomb onto Recon.
Clutch beat on the Annihilation. Andrew
Yeah.
was running low, but now he's not.
Yeah. Although Philly also commit the coalescence into that. Maybe a little
They're
excessive.
gonna only have EMP next fight. And you're gonna be running into Kitsune Rush, Bob, and maybe even the Blizzard.
Blizzard, yeah. I mean, Bob out early to force Philly to look their way. Tide down immediately. Nice purple from Recon Reborn, and the monkey comes in.
Love seeing big
Alright.
nades.
Yeah. All right. Cheap fight from Pit to stabilize bot control. Just needed to commit the Bob for it. They still are holding on to the Kitsune Rush. They're building up to the next round of Primal and Nano.
And there's
and they
plenty
are
of time left, but you know, they've got to win like 3 or 4 fights.
Yeah, this is about three fights. They need to. Okay, first step accomplished. They've forced. Okay, Kitsune on the high ground, but Stan
Not
goes
seeing
down.
much use though.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you trade for Tide, but at what
Right.
cost? You lost Danger Noodle, and
Donkey's running for his
Yeah.
life from Vanguard.
yeah, Vanguard Primal
Goes
out.
down.
Yeah, gets Chunky. Vanguard gets a second one.
Recon's getting some important, you know, bot push and stall, just trying to keep this
Yeah.
bot alive.
Yeah, Tracer no recall, but Vanguard down in the back line. Not much you can do. And critically, they still have not gotten the butt scratch out for the forward spawn.
Yeah, and we're looking at a pretty big stagger here on getting back. Like the cart's gonna keep getting pushed here.
Yeah. And Vanguard's
Vanguard's just trying to keep it in check, but he's gonna have to leave.
yeah. And Chokoming finds another first pick onto the Kiriko.
The vortex.
Blizzard out, but it forces the EMP to cancel the Blizzard. Soup can
Oh,
goes
Recon
down.
gets pulsed.
Again, Foliage coming up clutch with the pulse bombs in map 5.
I mean, if you're putting it on the line on map 5, you
Yeah.
put your money on Foliage.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, put your money on both of Choco and Foliage. Both DPS players fighting critical first picks. Full lessons out from Chunky Monkey.
He's
Nano
got the
out on-
Nano. He's going after
Yeah.
Tide.
Yeah. But
Ice block forced out.
Ice block out. Vanguard one away from a Primal. Vanguard pops Primal for
He goes
the
down. Just
overhealth.
Vanguard and Recon. Recon's going down.
Yeah.
Vanguard
Beat out from
half.
Tide. Yeah. Beat out from Tide, and Philly looking to make the full push out.
I think that's it. No,
Yeah.
Vanguard's still got fight left in him.
Vanguard's in. Suzu in with enough time to help save Vanguard. Stall in point, but this is looking dire straits for Pit.
At the bitter end.
To the bitter end. Kitsune Rush
Soon they rush.
out onto the bot, but at this point, if you're Pit, you gotta win now, and then start winning lots of fights afterwards. Alright, bot into OT now. We're starting to move back towards the
It's
Philly
not
territory.
impossible. It definitely isn't impossible. I've seen it
It is.
happen.
Yeah. Not impossible, but it's a very tough task ahead of them.
I've got the hopium in me.
We're hoping, but Shoko main sniffed out from a leap up to the high ground. 4-man EMP right in the choke. Goes down critically. Yeah. Danger Noodle picked in turn. 4v4 on bot. Who's winning? Lord Sam finds Foliage. Andrew trades up for Recon. Chunky Monkey gets Stan. And this might be it.
Well, the pulse gets Andrew.
Yeah. Pulse
It's
gets
just
Andrew.
the supports in Vanguard.
Yeah, Vanguard bubble dancing as much as he can. Got the Primal to get health up. But Vanguard's got to be the one
Bombus
sitting on the
back.
back. Yeah,
It's gonna get whittled down.
yeah.
Bob out.
Bob coming in for the touch.
Oh, but the cart.
Yeah, yeah. Critically, Bob does damage onto the Sombra before she can finish the hack, so Bob still stays alive. And finally, Bob takes down Tide, and forward spawns have been turned off
Danger
for
Noodle's
Philly.
getting isolated. He's getting closed in on by Andrew and Foliage.
Yeah. Stan off Kiriko onto Lucio to get back faster.
They're gonna get some. They're gonna get forward
Yeah.
spawn.
Yeah, so this is your butt scratch out, but this is at least
Oh,
3
Recon
fights.
down.
There's
Oh, there's
big
no
source
way.
of hearing. Yeah, five-man beat from Tide. Andrew with the Annihilation coming in, and now they're cleaning up. And
Well
that's
played from
OT
both sides,
finish.
really.
Yes, Philly in map 5 win the series.
It's an absolute
lock-
nail biter, like
Yes.
tit for tat every match.
Exactly.
Oh, this has to be the double pulse.
Yeah. Gets Danger Noodle.
Oh yeah.
Suzu out, and you're licking your lips if you're the Tracer. 3, 2, 1. Onto the floor, and they just don't see it.
Right between them. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot going on.
Lot going on in that map, but Foliage and Chocomane constantly finding the clutch plays with Pulse Bomb or with a critical hack into virus on a pick on the back line. And if
Just a lot of consistent gameplay from Andrew.
yeah. Philly, with that win, I believe they lock in number 1 in their conference. Pitt still in playoffs, but I'm not sure what their aspirations are, if they are locked in or if there's some magic that can still happen.
A really great matches.
Really great match across the board. And Philly sports fan bias, always bet on Philly.
Listen, Soup Can won in my heart, even though I didn't see any hammer kills. I'm not going to say there weren't any, because last time I said there weren't any, and I was just wrong. So
Yeah.
I'm going to leave that one up to the people who were there. But
Yeah.
some real good Torb gameplay out of Soup Can. That's just my humble Emerald opinion.
Yeah. Good gameplay all around from both teams. Well fought, hard fought match, going all the way to 5. All right. That has been Pitt at Philly. I've been Zach, joined with Log. Have a good rest of your night, everyone. Peace.